Okay, so next we're going to upload our own videos. So again, I go to Content, My Content, and Add Content, Upload a Video. So I need to choose a file. Once you select choose a file, this window will pop up that I'm sure you're all familiar with, where you navigate to a location on your computer and you choose a video and it will upload to EDpuzzle. I have Google Drive file stream on my computer, so I can actually access all of my Google Drive files as though they are files on my computer. If you do not have Drive file stream and you have a video in Google that you want to use in EDpuzzle, you will need to download it to your computer first. I believe, though, if you have reimaged, many of you have file stream. But just as a warning, if you look over here and you don't see Google Drive file stream, you're not going to be able to access the videos that are in your Google Drive until you download them. That's very simple to do. Let me just show you quickly. So if you're in your Google Drive and you have a video that you want to use in EDpuzzle, go to the video, click on it, go to the 3 dots on the top right and select download. And that will download the video to your computer so you can then put it into EDpuzzle. The second part of this, how do I edit a video? So I have uploaded my video. Again, this is one that I recorded with WeVideo earlier, and now I want to add questions into it. So I click the little box down here and I get a bunch of options on what I can do. I can assign, edit, move it to a folder, duplicate it, unselect it, or delete it. A word of caution, once you assign a video, you cannot edit it anymore. So if you assign a video and you notice there are problems with it, my suggestion is to duplicate it, edit it, and then send out the duplicate and deleting the old one. It's a little clunky, unfortunately, but once you assign the video, you can't edit it. So I would just be really sure that your edits are the way you want them before you assign the video. So I have selected the box here, and now I am going to click Edit. So the first thing I can do in edits is make the video shorter, so I can cut the video. So I can take off a section from the beginning. I can take off a section from the end, so I can shorten the video and so my students don't have to watch parts that are unnecessary. Now you can also press play and it will go through the video and have you hear what it is. I don't want to press play right now because you'll hear my voice a couple of times and that will be annoying. But if I want to cut the beginning of my video out, so maybe that entry part, I just drag the slider and then drop it where I want it to be. I don't need to click save or anything. Just leaving it in that spot, it's cut. So then the way I move through the options then are the links up on the top here. The next link, once I've cut my video to the length I want it to be, is to go to voiceover. So a voiceover would allow you to add your voice to the video. So you might want this in case you're explaining something and there is an audio that explains it. I did not use the voiceover option frequently, so this may or may not be of help to you. Where I found the most benefit was in the questions section. So there are 2 different types of questions you can use in EDpuzzle. You can use multiple choice or you can use open-ended questions. You can also add notes. So notes are written comments that your students can see to make it more clear if something isn't exactly crystal clear in the video and you want to add in extra information. I can choose to drop these questions anywhere in the video that I want. So I can put them in the beginning, I can put them in the middle, I can put them all the way at the end. Any point along the video at all that I want to add in a question, I can do that. So I am going to drop it right here, where I have shown my students essentially how to create a rubric in Google Classroom, and I want to add a multiple choice question. So I have my question, so like this little dot where it is I want the question to show up in the video, and I select multiple choice question. When I do that, these boxes are going to drop down. I type my question in here. So just a simple one. What button do you choose to create a rubric? And then in these boxes, these are the answer choices the students can select. So rubric. Now, EDpuzzle EDpuzzle will automatically grade these questions for me, and I tell EDpuzzle what's the right answer and what's the wrong answer by selecting these icons on the left. So if it's a green check mark, that means it's the right answer. If it's a red X, that means it's the wrong answer. I can select multiple correct answers, and what this would mean is the student would have to select all of the ones I've marked as right to get the point. But if there's only one right answer, then I want to make sure the green arrow is checked for that option, and then all the wrong ones have a red X. I can add more answer choices as well. And if I've accidentally hit that button and I want to take it away, I just hit the X on the top right and it goes away. And so now I have my multiple choice question ready and I click save. If I want to add more questions at this point, so maybe I also want to add an open-ended question, I can do that by selecting one of the buttons down here. So notice it says add another note or question. So I've already done my multiple choice. Now I'd like to do an open-ended. So I'll select open-ended. And my open-ended question would be, why use Google rubrics? And students can type their response to this question. So when they reach this point in the video is going to stop and it will force them to answer these questions before they can continue on. If you want them to be able to go past the questions and go back to answer them, you can, but it is automatically set to stop them from advancing in the video until they answer the questions. They can rewatch anything that came before the question, but they can't move forward. And so I will show you how to adjust that setting in a little bit once we finish our video and get ready to assign it. All right, so I've dropped questions that I want students to answer, and I don't have any other questions I want to do. I'm ready to finish it. So I go up to the top right and I click finish. This was a really short video, so it was done like right away. If it's a longer video, it might take more time for the video to process and be ready for you to use. Another just tip for you is that if you are uploading a video to Google Classroom to use, there is a limit on the size of a single video, and it is 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte is really big.